Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 431 of the Confidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform y'all. Thank you for coming back. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. New media, energy up, health is wealth. As I come for you on this July 1st, Tuesday, man, it feel good in Wisconsin, man. If this how it feels in California the whole year down there, man, y'all lucky. That's why y'all pay them taxes, deal with the smog and the smoke from the fires and all that. But, man, listen, and the water and the different people, man, listen, let me tell you something. If it could be like this all year round, man, it is beautiful. We are having a great summer in Wisconsin. I'll tell y'all that right now. Man, just enjoy yourself. Do not sit your ass in the AC. Get out, get some fresh air, especially if you live in the northern part of the United States where we go through them winters. Go ahead, man. Get outside. Don't stay up in this cold air like that. We got to stay in hot air for 9 months. Get outside and walk. Matter of fact, Konfident Service Announcement started right now. Get your ass outside and walk. Don't be sitting here in the house doing stupid shit. Tell your lady, tell your man, whatever it is, your kids, your homies, get out there, man. Sit outside, get some of this fresh air, man. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing like it, man. We gonna be regretting this shit come October. Like, you know what I'm saying? You pulling out them coats, man. Hell no. So please enjoy the weather. Summers are great. So just that's one part. Second part, accountability. My thing, who fucking has accountability nowadays? Like people, businesses, nonprofits, chambers of commerce, like people don't have accountability. When people mess up, it is so hard for people to say they're sorry. And when it comes to businesses, people always thinking about somebody going to sue them. Sometimes the employees or the people that's coming to your program, they understand how things get messed up. That's why they don't sweat the situation, but at least have some grace and shoot people some bail when they don't mess up, but they got to pay for others' mistakes. Like if you're unclear in the email how to submit things or all that stuff, and then you know, you got to track people down and hunt people down. It shouldn't be like that, especially if your email is antagonistic and talking crazy. Don't contact us until you read this whole email and blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, you can print it out, but don't bring it down here expecting to get your money. And like it's like, yo, you can't talk to people like that because what y'all missed is, yeah, here's the link to do this form, right? And then after you do the form, here you go. This is the next part. You got to click the edit button. It won't submit. It does not submit just because you filled out the form in QuickBooks. Change your life with your job. Hey, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. You can do it. Hey, well, over here, it didn't talk to each other from ADP. And, yo, I can't take it to where I need to take it to the end. So you don't get no insurance card to June 16th. You can't get no prescription to June 19th. And then they messed up and, we didn't take out your money on the 15th, so we got to take it all out on the 30th. And then, your budget is a wash. We can give you a loan. We're going to take it out on the 30th. We're going to take out the 300. We give you 300 back. We'll take out, stop it. A lot of shit going on, man. Accountability. So we know it doesn't happen to you. Make sure you practice it with other people and you always stay accountable for your actions because it fucking sucks when people fuck you over and they're not accountable for what the fuck they did and you didn't do a damn thing. It's the real world out here. So I ain't bitching or complaining about it, but I just have a problem with people not being accountable for their mistakes, just acknowledging that you did fuck someone fucking over. Shit. All right, y'all? Shit, man. It's that easy. I'm sorry. Human error and technological errors, y'all. That's what the fuck I'm dealing with, man. All right, y'all. Let's jump into it. Politics as usual. Let's do it. Excuse me. Did y'all destroy the fucking nuclear facilities or not? Did y'all destroy the fucking nuclear program or not? So after I recorded last week, shit hit the fan. Intel says the program was pushed back, depending on what Intel you want to listen to. Some people say the program was pushed back a few months, while others say a few years. You know what I mean? Now, the Trump administration is threatening to withhold sensitive information released to Congress, and they're looking at who's snitching. You know, in the back channels, some people want to say Russia, China, North Korea stated they would help Iran build their nuclear program. What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? What the fuck is, how we get to all this? After little brother got us into the shit in the first place. We trying to back up little brother. Little brother did some shit he shouldn't did, so we ride for that. Like, that's crazy. So what? We took a shot and missed. We don't know what's what. We don't know. We're not over there. We ain't. All we do know is a world power unprovokedly bombed a country that is an act of war. When you bomb another country, it's an act of war. That's what we do know. And Iran Supreme Leader said the U.S. has the clock and they have the time. Yeah, you punk unaccountable motherfuckers. Y'all got the clock, but I got the time today to get into your. Yeah, nigga, it's a different conversation when you over here like, all right then. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to worry about them releasing sales into this country and all that shit. Like how we try to blame Saudi Arabia for 9/11. We all know that was an inside job. That wasn't no Arab Muslim people. That wasn't that. We know that already. You know what I mean? So, man. We do that, and then we got the beautiful big bill right now that the Senate passed today. They got to go back to the House, man. So many people are finna be fucked. And a lot of the people that's finna be fucked is the people that voted for this conservative regime. And y'all thought it wasn't going to get to you. Damn it, it's getting you. Entitlements are entitlement. There's more white people on getting entitlements in this country than all the minorities combined. Who the fuck do y'all think they was talking to? Did y'all really think they was talking to the black and brown people of this country? No. They was talking about you lazy punk motherfuckers in them southern states, you fat motherfuckers. They talking about them. They talking about all them. With sprinkling in some blacks and blacks and Latinas up in that shit. But they, no, man. Carry your own fucking way. So it's, boy, y'all voted for it. But we all got to deal with it. It's not my fault, but it's my problem, right? Health insurance is crazy. I went to fucking Obamacare marketplace shit. Man, that's just so crazy. The whole co-insurance and after deductible and $3,000 going to ER and all that shit. Man, I just wish my motherfucking employers switch up their shit and get somebody closer for the cats in Milwaukee because they do some Western Wisconsin shit. It's trash. Politics as usual, yo. I'm out. Yeah. All right. Fuck that. NBA week. Food for thought, y'all. Let the Thunder defensively were a fucking juggernaut, running everywhere, pressuring everywhere, rim protection, everything they had. Not too much reaching, playing the passing lanes. They were a defensive juggernaut, right? Before the series, I said the Thunder are similar to the Pacers, except they're better at everything. During the series, that was not true. Defensively, though, they were one of the best units ever. Their defense was better than everything the Pacers did defensively, right? Some say defenses win championships, but I believe a scoring defense wins championships, akin to Michael Irvin, who the first person I say said that shit. Points off turnover for the series, Thunder 20.1, Pacers 14.7. So that right there, boom, that's the 6 point whatever, right? 6 point whatever, 3. Points in the paint, Thunder 44, Pacers 36.9. Okay, so we outscoring them by the 7.9 or whatever, right? 7.1. The series was won on the defensive side and in the paint. When we look back at it, defensively, what the Thunder did, and in the paint, right? Okay. Chet anchored the defense, allowing the Thunder's guards to pressure the ball and jump in the passing lanes. The Thunder has 14 first-round draft picks in the next 7 years. Once again, the Thunder has 14 first-round draft picks in the 7 years. They draft very well. If they continue to draft the way they do, they're going to keep on replacing people that they have to lose. Shea, I think he signed an extension right today. I forget how much it was. It was like 286 or whatever. But when he do his next one or whenever the fuck it kick in, it would be the richest contract in NBA history per annual value per season type shit. And then Jalen and Chet up for extension. They gonna sign their shit. Shea ain't got to get the max. Well, I'm gonna get the max. I need my mans to eat. And I want them to stay. See, that's what he did. He only signed for like 286. He ain't signed for like the 380 or whatever he could have got. Fuck that. Shout out to the Thunder. Kyrie signs his 3-year, $119 million extension with the Mavs. Now, he was expected to sign a $50 to $60 million annual extension and shit. However, the torn ACL brought that price down, right? That's trash. But, you know, man, the 3 for 119, I agree with Stephen A. Y'all couldn't just make that bitch 120, though. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all couldn't make the 3 for 120. Like, what's the 119 shit? Like, that shit trash. Shout out to Kyrie, though. The Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, and Brooklyn Nets agreed to a three-team deal that saw the Celtics send Kristaps Porzingis in the second-round pick to the Hawks, Terrence Mann in Atlanta's 22 pick headed to the Nets, and George Niang in the second round of landed with the Celtics. Sources told ESPN Sharania. Now, Boston is now under the second apron and saved $200 million in luxury tax. That's it is what it is. Getting rid of Drew Holiday and getting rid of Porzingis, which they wish they didn't have to do. But when you pay Tatum and Brown 300 and something plus million, you ain't nothing to do. Got nothing to do. Rockets guard Fred VanVleet signed a 2-year, $50 million contract to stay with the franchise with a player option for 26-27. He had a 44.9 team option, and they just ripped it up and gave him another year, but it's not the same money. They gave him 2 years for the same money, so whatever. I mean, it is what it is in this environment with this second apron and all that shit. We want to stay competitive. We're trying to grab these other cats. What we gonna do? The Pelicans traded 23 and 26 first round pick to Atlanta for their 13 pick this year to draft Derek Queen. Get the fuck. All right. That's silly as fuck. Right? The playoffs next year, the Pelicans ain't picked to make that shit. You know what I mean? And you got Derek Queen who like, man, a bigger cuz. What's his name? A bigger cuz. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forget his name right now. Shit. Zion Williamson. He like a bigger Zion Williamson. So how they gonna play together? I don't know. That shit don't even fit. If it doesn't fit, make it fit though. Didn't reinvent the wheel, just a better design. That's what I tell y'all. They ain't making the playoffs next year. So that's crazy. Whatever. Chet, 5 for 274. And Jalen Williams, 5 for 296 in their extensions they can get, right? We know Shea is up for 4-year extension, 293. He signed that today. I didn't look at the numbers. I thought it was like 280 something. He saved him a couple dollars, but that's what it's at. You know, so we know they're gonna keep all three. Now, if they all don't take the full max, we can figure out a way to do this shit. But everybody else we might have to get rid of, but we'll figure it out. Now, LeBron picks up his player option, right? He usually opts out and signs a new contract. According to Wendy, this is his 9th contract. The other 80 signed a new one. Now, this should signal this will be his last year in L.A. Last year with the L.A., then retiring Cleveland or whatever. It all depending on how Bryce plays in Arizona, right? So it is what it is. He's forecasting what it is. So NBA, y'all got to get ready to send this man out with what he did. But all this rings don't make you great. All this other shit, Brian just got to come on with it, understand what's going on. And if you're going to get out, get out. But don't do the retirement ceremony in L.A. then tell me I'm not retiring and you want the shit in Cleveland again. Please don't do that shit. But just figure out when you're going to be done. But, you know, we need to salute you, Brian. We don't need to, I mean, if that's what you choose to do, just walk away, I get it. But we kind of need to salute you, Brian, for real, and your greatness. Julius and I signed extensions with Minnesota. However, Dyson Daniels went and signed a contract with the Hawks, so he gone. DeAndre Ayton gets a buy from the Blazers. Hold on, Bella, what are you doing? I thought I was recording. I'm recording. So I can't pause none of this, so I gotta get up. Asked her, you got your key? Because I could have just unlocked the door, right? So Sorry, y'all, but y'all heard, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got it under control. Y'all know what to do. Where we at? Okay, DeAndre Ayton gets a buyout from the Blazers, right? So, would the Lakers be a good fit for Cuz? Can they afford him? I don't think they can afford shit. You know what I mean? They don't have that type of money, but we got to see, because if they get into that second apron and all that other shit, it turns into a whole nother issue, right? Milwaukee Bucks keep Gary Trent Jr. 2 years, $7.5 million. Porter Jr. 2 for $11 million. Taurean Prince 2 for $7.1 million. Bobby stays with 3 for $44 million. Good for Bobby. You know what I mean? Get that money, Bobby. It's great for the Bucks. Brook Lopez signs with the Clippers, though. We're going to miss that. Dorian Finney-Smith left the Lakers, going to the Rockets, which is so far one of the best moves of the season. What he doing? Because he brings them experience and wing depth after the trade of Brooks and all that shit. And Jalen Green, with him and KD, if you tell me I can switch out Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green for KD and Dorian Finney-Smith, I might do that. That's what they did. You know what I mean? That's what they did. That's a good trade. Nuggets trade Michael Porter Jr. and a 2032 first round pick to the Nets for Cam Johnson. Now, that gets the Nuggets out of luxury tax. Cam makes about half of what Porter Jr. made. So it makes sense to me, because MPJ didn't live up to his contract from injury or whatever else. So shout out to him. He's still a champion and got that ring. So he good, right? And he got his paper. He good. However, we got Bruce Brown back as well. They understanding the errors of their ways. Y'all let go of the wrong catch y'all shouldn't have. And the culture we need to bring that back. But, man, he 2 years removed from being with the team now. But he still put up double figures the last 2 seasons, so that's cool. All right, and today. Now, you talking about a player mad? A player mad? A player mad. The Milwaukee Bucks waived Damian Lillard today, and they're doing the waive and stretch provision, stretching the remaining $113 million on his contract to acquire Myles Turner, sources told ESPN on Tuesday. Turner has agreed to a 4-year, $107 million deal with the Bucks, plus a player option for year 4 in 28-29, and a full 15% trade kicker. Sources told ESPN. Damn Dame. Myles Turner will touch on that, but damn Dame. Damn Dame. That shit don't feel right to me. I get the business. I understand the business. I understand they millionaires. I understand all that shit, but damn, yo. The $113 million will be spread over 5 years. So this is what it feels like to be a 35-year-old aging superstar coming off an Achilles injury with surgery in May after going through a blood clot. Well, what was that? A vein thrombosis, right? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Giannis has to be looked at sideways for some of this shit. Y'all, listen. Drew left when the power Boston to win the chip. Chris playing good in DC. And now Dame are ongoing on Giannis's watch. Myles Turner played terribly in the finals, right? Remember that. I talked about it last week. On last week's pod, I said Myles Turner averaged 10.6 points, 4.4 rebounds, 1.4 assists in 7 games in the NBA Finals. He shot 21% from trade ball in the NBA Finals. So last week I asked, did his stock drop? And the Bucks go ahead and let Dame go and pick dog up, let Brook walk. So I guess his stock didn't fucking drop, right? Dame is ranked 10th in the NBA in scoring, 24.9 in assists, 7.1 this season, while shooting 45% from the field and 38% from the 3 per ESPN. Peace, Dame, and thank you. Thoughts and prayers, Dame's on that recovery, you feel me? Now, who will sign Dame though? Right? Dame signed, like from Dame's point of view, damn, I signed the 2-year vet max extension in Portland and for 113 and now I get that in 5? Wait a minute, I can count. So it was 2 for 113, right? But now y'all stretching that out and for 5? That's the whole shit. That's the shit I don't like. I get it. You can't sit here, don't play, possibly don't come back and make $56 million on our bench in this NBA climate unless you the number 1. You can't be the number 2 doing that. I get it. However, I wonder if they tried to buy him out and his price was too high. Not counting this paper, but what if I would have said, we'll buy y'all for $105 million instead of the 113, like whatever. You know what I mean? So Dame got to go from making $56 million a year to $23 million in a year. So after taxes, he was only going to get $23 million anyway. So now he got to cut that shit down to get 12. Man, 11-point motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like, man, that's a hell of a haircut, nigga. Man, 56 to 23? Tell a motherfucker that's used to making 56,000 to go down to 23,000. Motherfucker, you shit. That's a hell of a haircut. Shit, I just had to take a pay cut. 24%. Shit. Man. I just don't like this shit. I just don't like it. Turner has no post game, y'all. What he averaged in the finals? 4 rebounds? Lopez averaged more than that. He's a pick and pop type cat. But he shot 21% from Trey in the final. He doesn't defend the rim. So Giannis signed off on all that shit. This is Giannis' watch, right? Giannis' watch. Giannis signed off on all that shit, right? Doc Rivers signed to sign off. That's bullshit, y'all. We're not better than Cleveland next year, New York next year, Atlanta, Atlanta, or Orlando next season. We're not better than none of them teams right now. Right now. Some of that shit, hindsight is 2020 revisionist history and shit, but this dumbass moves, yo, like, if we doing all of this, and we gonna do that today, is it safe to say it would have been better to keep Dame, trade Giannis to Houston to get a hog, get Şengün, and whoever the fuck else they gonna get, Easton or Smith or whoever they gonna give us, get a couple draft picks so we can rebuild then? Wouldn't that have made more sense? Let Sam Cassell come back and be our coach. Doc right off into the sunset because he only came back to coach Giannis. And then it's all good. Fuck this shit, what we doing. This is like Ray Rose with the Packers shit to me. I feel disrespected as a Bucks fan, right? Like, I was starving them to text group. I went crazy. Me and my bros, we going back and forth. Me and Jay. Y'all know Jay, friend of the program, friend of the show, friend of the network. I'm like, I ain't wearing no more Bucks merchandise. He's like, I'm down, fam, man, type shit. I said, fuck. And the Pacers, y'all let this motherfucker go on a $26.75 million annual contract with a PO in the fourth year. Really? Y'all let him walk without anything? Like he wasn't y'all starting center the past 10 years? Y'all fucking crazy. So much for next season then. Hallie ain't playing. Fuck it. Everybody getting under the second apron, man. This shit, boy, I tell you. Man, whew. Lord have mercy. Moving on. This whole WNBA news. Last week when the Fever released Dewanna Bonner, I'm like, man, this is wait a minute. Right? Over thoughts of she didn't think it would work out for the Fever. She only signed to 1 year, right? Because everybody signed to 1 year to get the bag when the new collective bargaining TV package kick in, right? So this is where I hate ESPN at times when you go to them for their news, because in an article, this is what it says about her next move. Quote, sources have indicated that Phoenix, where Bonner began her career in 2009 as the number 5 pick out of Auburn and won 2 titles, is one of her preferred destinations. Hello, ESPN. Include the fucking fact that her wife, Alyssa Thomas, signed with Phoenix in the offseason after they came from playing in fucking Connecticut. And that might have been motivation for her not working in Indy, because she's motherfucking the long distance relationship ain't working with her fucking wife and her fucking family and their children. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Phoenix is the team her wife plays for again, like, could we cut the shit? Right? Just cut the shit. Write it right. Bonner took 6 games, right, off, then asked for a release citing due to a perceived poor fit with the team and the desire to play closer to her wife, Alyssa Thomas, in Phoenix. She had expressed unhappiness with her role in the team's overall direction, leading to her missing the last 5 games for personal reasons. Ultimately, the Fever waived her, making her a free agent. Now, do you think Phoenix will bring her back, which means they would have to cut a player to make her wife fucking happy? Man, gee, you asking for a lot. That's asking for a lot. Phoenix rolling right now. We finna upset that shit to bring her in, man. Because some of them motherfuckers on the end of the bench be the glue. So if we finna bring her in, she probably better than half the fucking roster, but man, I don't know if I can do that right now. Right? Man. Is it time for the W to institute a rule that you can't date teammates and married couples cannot play on the same franchise? Because won't this shit happen again? Can this shit happen again? I say no. They shouldn't have to do that unless it get out of control. However, conversations and boundaries have to be set. Like, yo, you can't be here and then talk about you miss your wife and I got her. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking up everything we trying to do. Like, it's hard when two professional athletes in the same league, man. That's what I'm saying. It all depends. It all depends. It all depends. Overall, though, this is an unfortunate situation for Bonner and her family, of course, but the W needs more roster spots. That way, cutting a player for her won't look that bad when they do this shit, because they gonna cut a player. They gonna cut a player. Or she gotta sit and wait until someone get injured. And we know how that go. We know how that look. I don't know about that shit, but you know, I just, it's nasty. It's nasty work a little bit to me, if you ask me. WNBA will have 3 more expansion teams. They did the Golden State Valkyries. They're doing the Toronto joint next year. Then they're doing Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Okay. Cleveland and Detroit and Philadelphia. I think all 3 of them had WNBA teams back in the day, so it's funny. Go ahead. Tax write-off. It is what it is, man. Shout out to the ladies, man. More teams mean more roster spots. Shit. Don't they understand that money when they go down? All right. Quick ones. Ow! Diddy Trial update. They're deliberating right now. They asked for some of the people transcripts and what they was writing down, some witnesses transcripts and all that shit. So we finna see. From what I've seen and from what I listened to, watching TV, listening to pods, listening to lawyers and all that shit, the criminal racketeering shit might not escape, but he gonna get some other shit. And I believe Puff gonna get around 10 years Fed time. He gotta do all that shit. You know what I mean? He done served 1. He gonna get all that shit. Last week, listening to Jim Jones and Shannon Sharp over Jim say he better than Nas comments, they interaction talking crazy and hollering, screaming about working out, and Shannon kind of got a little disrespectful with Jim over who the fuck Jim think he is. If Jim think he better than Nas, he think he better than Nas. That's your opinion and his opinion. But he can't come on your show and you just mad at his opinion and just go ham on him, Shannon. I didn't like that shit. But they had him like G's, and Jim and G, I like it. He stood his ground, shit. And he challenged Shay to work out. Like, nigga, I'll beat you in any working out scenario, nigga. So I love that, though. But they made light of it. I ain't even checked social media to see if they did that shit, because it is what it is, though. But yeah, Jim with the relevancy shit for him, that's how he feel. If we go deeper in the comments, all that shit, nobody got time for that shit. Rapping bar for bar, Jim is not better than us. If Jim want to say he got more placements and Billboard and all that shit, he might. That Dipset shit counts for Jim's catalog. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, though. But shout out, hey, who the fuck you supposed to think is better than him? He a rapper. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, y'all. All right, y'all. We about this joint, man. Accountability, man. Make sure you fucking accountable to yourself, first of all, your family, your employees, your friends, and all that shit. Make sure you're accountable to whatever spiritual system you have in place for yourself, because accountability is key, and that'll keep you going. If you just get to doing shit, you get your fucking head knocked off a kilt. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be accountable for shit you do, because you cross that line, do the wrong thing, you might not be able to recover from that shit, baby. Trust me. Just confidence together. Just clutch together. Support your own American-born African massive appeal. Listen to and follow network on various platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search Confidence in the Clutch, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, review is important. Every subscriber matters. Follow us on X at KITK. That's where I drop that episode real fast. Let y'all know where it's at. You know what it is. Weekly. Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla, Digger, Don Luke. Host the Confidence in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson. The Confidence in the Clutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Check that Shy Reverberation podcast. Best fucking show on TV. I'm not doing BMF. RIP to the BMF Reverberation podcast. We're done. Happy 4th of July to those of you to celebrate. You know it's all about family, even though these holidays we would still slay. Remember, Juneteenth is the new 4th. So we got to start positioning ourselves with the fireworks and everything, to moving all that to June 19th. And July 4th is the day of rest. You feel me? Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. If you're listening, credit grad day on purpose. If you're listening during the daytime, credit grad day on purpose, y'all. We up out, huh? Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.